Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a little bit of a different kind of video for you guys. We are actually leaving on a 9 to 10 day trip over to Europe. We're gonna be visiting Paris and also Istanbul. So I am getting ready to pack. Now, I gotta say the weather has been so unpredictable lately. Every time I check, there's even days that it has been 84 degrees Fahrenheit, and then today in the morning it was 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So I am all over the place with my packing. I went ahead and took a look for the rest of the week online, and it's more or less gonna stay within the 60s, maybe low 70s. So I had to rearrange a couple of things, but I think we should be good to go with what I've chosen. So I basically wanted to do just a chill sit down video. Now the plan for this one is I do want to leave a little bit of space in my suitcase because I do plan on doing a little bit of shopping in Paris. I'm so excited to be back. It's been, I think, over 2 years since the last time we went. So I wanted to show you kind of what I've put aside. Everything that's on this rack is not going, unfortunately. I cannot fit all of that in a carry-on, but I will detail what I have set aside for the trip. Now, I wanted to share a little tip that I do, and that's I kind of plan my outfits ahead of time. You know, if I have an idea of a specific item that I want to take, I go on Pinterest, I search different outfit options for that item, and I save them to my phone. Then I create a folder and I start putting the pictures in there. So then once I'm ready to kind of do like a trial run of what I plan on wearing, I can take pictures and then I also add them in that folder for future reference. Once I'm in the destination, I can kind of more or less know what I'm wearing. In my opinion, for me, this works best just because I don't overpack. If not, I would just think I'm gonna wear something, I pack it, and then turns out once I make it there, it never leaves my suitcase. Like I mentioned, the whole rack will not be going with me. It's only gonna be this section right here. Actually, the t-shirts I'm gonna leave behind as well. I did plan on taking some t-shirts in order to layer, but the temperature has actually dropped a little bit, so I'm super excited about that. For the most part, I'm taking just a couple of long sleeves, and then I am taking this tweed jacket, which I haven't used, and you guys won't believe how much I paid for it. $4 in H&M. I know, the bargain of the season. And then I'm also taking this little duster that I've had for a while. I really like how it looks, and I feel like I can dress it up and down. And then for the bottoms, I'm taking a pair of jeans and then some faux leather straight-legged jeans that I got recently. And then this is what we have for the shoes. I have a pair of heels. I'll get into that as I pack. I have a pair of black flats and then some sneakers. Most likely I'm going to be wearing those sneakers when we leave on the plane. This is going to be my personal item, which is a new Longchamp that I got that I've probably used only once. So I'm super excited to take it. And then here we have the suitcase that I'm taking with me. This is the Away personal item. It is the smaller of the two that they offer. I have been considering getting the larger one, but I'm a little bit scared that they won't let me take it as a carry-on, so that's why I went ahead and opted for this one. So it's gonna be a very casual video. I'm wearing a t-shirt, my nails are not done, I have that appointment today, but I do like packing a couple of days before the trip just in case, you know, I forget something or I remember to bring something that I didn't pack. I still have time to rearrange the suitcase. All right, so before I actually sit down and get comfortable, I wanted to run over the tops that I decided to take. I'm taking more of layering pieces just because the weather seems to be a little bit up and down. So I went ahead and opted for this striped long sleeve. This is like a cotton shirt, so it is gonna keep me warm if I layer it with one of the jackets. And I know it's so cliche, but to me, stripes just screams Paris. So that's why I went ahead and packed that one. Then I found this leopard print sweater in Target this weekend and I fell in love. I think it would be great to either layer with this jean or white button down t-shirt, or I can also wear it at night, maybe just on its own. Then here I just have a 3/4 sleeve black t-shirt. I'm taking this top, which I really like. It has see-through sleeves, as you can see, they're like polka dot. So I think it's really dressy, but at the same time, I can dress it down with a pair of sneakers. Then I have these two button downs. I'll make sure to find dupes or the exact ones of all these shirts and link them down below for you guys. And then lastly, I have this one. This one is very soft, but I wanted to take it also because we do have a couple of nice dinners planned. So I wanted to have options in case I want to dress up or in case I just want to wear something throughout the day that's a little bit more lightweight. I forgot, but I just added this one as well. This is a turtleneck black long sleeve bodysuit. It's thin, but it's another option for layering, and I just grabbed this one last minute. All right, so now for real, let's get seated and get to packing. All right, so we're all set up here with the luggage, and I have all the clothes here on the side, a couple of accessories here, and then this is more or less the things that I'm gonna pack in my personal items, so I'll get into that a little bit later. Now my plan is to use packing cubes. I love packing cubes. I use them all the time. I feel like they really compress all of your clothes, and it's a lot easier to pack and keep everything organized. So I have this one here, which is basically from the Amazon Basics line. And then I've had this one for years. It is the Eagle Creek one. I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys. I love the material of this one a lot more than the one from Amazon, but the Amazon one also gets the job done, and I think it comes in a packet of like 3 or 4 pieces for a very, very good price. All right, so I'm gonna start putting all the things into the packing cube and we'll go from there. Now, I know some people just fold and put their pieces inside. Others are a little bit of rollers, and I do a mixture of both. I kind of just fold the thicker pieces and put them inside. And then what I'm gonna do with these thinner pieces, the button-up shirts, and then this thin long sleeve, is I'm gonna roll those so then I can put them in the empty spaces around the packing cube. You wanna make sure that you take up every little bit of space that you have in your suitcase and in your packing cubes, and that way you can make the most out of it. So I think we're good with packing cube number 1. I'm gonna zip it up and then put it on the side of the luggage to see how that looks. All right, so I went ahead and placed that one here on this side. Ideally, I would have just loved to be able to pack one side and leave the other one open. I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try to make the most of fitting everything on this side, which has this mesh with a zipper on it so that it stays there. And then the rest of the things that I can't, obviously I'll put them on this end over here, but I do plan on leaving half of this space available. It turns out one of our good friends is actually getting married in Turkey while we're there. So that was just such a great coincidence. And then we were invited to the wedding, which I'm very, very excited to be part of. So for that reason, there are a few items that I wouldn't normally take on a regular trip, but for this one, I do have a dress, which I've already placed in here. I tried to find something that would be easy to iron once I make it to the destination, and then also that it wouldn't be too thick and take up too much space. Now I know you're probably thinking, May, why are you going through such a mission? Just check in a bag, it's gonna be a lot easier, and I get that. But I kind of wanted to have everything in my carry-on. I really don't like to go through the whole check-in process and then having to wait to get my luggage, and what if it gets lost, or what if something gets damaged? It's just an OCD thing of mine, and for that reason is why I'm trying to fit everything in the carry-on. Now, aside from the dress in this packing cube, I am gonna put in my bottoms, which, like I mentioned, is a pair of jeans and a pair of faux leather pants. And then I also have my pajama set. This is very, very thin. I really like it. It's also from Amazon. And also my duster and my tweed jacket are all part of this packing cube. Perfect. So I wanted to fit this one in sideways, so I had more room up here to put everything else. I am taking an additional pair of shoes, which I was originally not planning for. And it is these pair of heels for the wedding, along with the clutch that I'm going to be using while I'm there. I know I can probably use this bag also at night, but personally, I wouldn't have taken this clutch if we were not going to that wedding. I tend to pack a purse that I can use for daytime and nighttime, just so that I don't have to carry so many additional items. And if I like another purse, I always have room in order to buy it and bring it back home. Now, like I had previously mentioned, you want to make sure that you take up all the space available in order to pack the items that you will be taking with you. For that reason, I am not just gonna pack this clutch like so. What I did was I took out the stuffing paper that I keep inside on a regular basis, and I went ahead and placed inside all my underwear and some socks, also a little belt that I will be wearing with the dress for the wedding, and that way it stays stuffed, but I also went ahead and saved some space around the suitcase. I recommend, if you're packing shoes, to try to pack shoes that you can move around and fit comfortably, you know, if you pack something that's stiff or hard, it's going to be a lot harder to pack. So for that reason, I went with these flats. They're from Aerosol. I love their flats. They're so comfortable. So I'll make sure to link this pair down below. And then I went ahead and, like I mentioned, placed them on top. Alright, so we have the carry-on all ready to go. She's all packed up. So we're gonna move on to the personal item. I will be taking this as my personal item, and this is just a Longchamp Le Pliage, and it is the first time that she's traveling abroad with us, so I'm super excited for that. And I do really feel like they fit a ton. For that reason, I always lean towards Longchamp to take as my personal item. Now, my 3 options of toiletry for my personal item are as follows. I have this clear Sonia Kashik one. I think it's from Target, and I love this. We now have the TSA pre-check-in, which is absolutely amazing. If you travel often, I highly recommend you get it. So I don't need to pop out this. But in other international airports, sometimes they do ask you to pop out your liquids. And that's the reason why I make sure to keep all my liquids inside of a clear pouch. Now, I will be taking my toiletry 26 and my 19 to fit the rest of my things. Alright, so here we have the 26, and she is totally packed to the brim. As you can see, I made sure to fit as much as I could in there, and she can definitely pack a punch. I basically put in here things that I know I won't be needing during the flight. It's just in case that I do need to reach for them. I don't have them packaged away in the carry-on, and I have them in my personal item. This will be the pouch that I will grab in case that I need to do anything. So for example, I'll go ahead and put in some makeup remover wipes in here. I also will put in a couple of bandages just in case of anything. Some Alka-Seltzer. I like to take some packets from Vitamin C. In here, I will also carry our toothbrushes with our toothpaste. A little peel box. A little pill box that I always take with me everywhere, and a roller. So this is it for the toiletry 19. I just try to keep in there basic necessities that I might think I will need during the flight. And then something else that I like to take on my trips, I got this from the PopSocket website, and it does have a funny name. I'll make sure to look it up and put it on the screen for you guys. But this is to take pictures. So what it basically does is it kind of holds your phone if you do have a pop socket, and then you can fold these and just wrap them around wherever you need to in order for you to take pictures. I never have anybody that can take a nice picture of my husband and I, and for that reason I opt for this. I really feel like this has worked for the last couple of trips, and she is definitely coming on this one as well. So here she is, all good to go. As you can see, what I try to do is line up the pieces just so that it's comfortable for me to get to them. And then I also have a little bit more space. And on top, I will be taking this scarf, which is a Burberry shawl. It's very thin. For this particular weather, I feel like this would be perfect as another layering piece. So I'll go ahead and place that on the top part, and that way I can use it as well when I'm in the airport. So there you go. This is my packing for about a 9 to 10 day trip to Europe. Like I said, we are going during the fall autumn season, so it's still not very cold where I would need to pack coats. But I felt I would pack with you and show you little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to make sure that everything fits comfortably. Now, I hope you enjoyed this casual sit with me, pack with me sort of video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below to join the family. I appreciate you taking some time to watch this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye everyone.